And we are live here with Bitcoin price predictions. I'm your host, Daniel Plummer, the crypto kid, the ganja ambassador, and we are excited to bring you news today. We are sponsored by Addis Ababa Advanced Technologies, and we are brought to you by Howard Blockchain TV. And we are happy to be here. We have been on a bull move. The markets have been up and down. We've had all types of crazy things happen. Yesterday, Sunday, somebody, we don't know, this seems like a Biden coup d'etat, and this seems like an inside job where his cabinet and other people have decided to remove him from the race. So whoever controls his press release released to the press in a letter that Biden is stepping down. And this is ironic. This is why he and his wife, Jill, are on vacation in Rehoboth Beach. In addition to that, someone who controls his social media account released yesterday that he endorses Kamala Harris for president. And the crazy thing about that is Kamala Harris is not that likable. She has not campaigned at all, and she presents herself as a goofball. So to me, it like I've been telling everybody to expect something unprecedented, unforeseen, and all we've seen is desperation. So the first thing we thought once we made it through the month of June, we were done with our of assassination attempts. However, immediately in the beginning of July, there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump. That failed. So now Biden has come out. He hasn't stepped down or criticized violence, and then now he goes on. All of a sudden, Biden has COVID, so he has to go on vacation for 2 weeks, and in that time, we don't know if Jill was diagnosed with COVID either. But all of a sudden, there's an assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Biden looks stupid in the press and refuses to criticize the attempted would-be assassin. And then all of a sudden he's diagnosed with COVID. He goes on vacation, and on Sunday, his social media account endorses Kamala Harris for president, and somebody releases to the press a letter stating that he's stepping down for the presidential campaign. The only thing I can come up with is that it doesn't matter whether Biden or Kamala Harris or Michelle Obama or Gavin Newsom is running for the Democratic ticket for president for 2024. The Democrats have already decided that we're just going to go back to what we did in 2020. We're going to try to pull out COVID. Nobody's fallen for that. So we're going to stuff the ballots. We're going to make it a crazy race. And then somehow people are supposed to think that Kamala Harris, and there was no, remember this year, there was no traditional primary races. So throughout the states, they didn't have Biden and Trump go around, and then they have primary elections. So we really don't know how Biden performed in the primaries. So now we're supposed to believe that Kamala Harris, who is not likable, who is not popular, is going to go into the Democratic National Convention and get the nominee. That's not going to happen. I don't see that happening at all. If anything, you could try two black women. You could have Kamala Harris as president and Michelle Obama as vice president. That's not going to win. No one's going to elect two women to run things. No one's going to let two black people run things, especially a clown like Kamala Harris. What I do see is somehow they're going to put Gavin Newsom and Michelle Obama together. Michelle Obama is likable to a certain extent. Gavin Newsom is not likable. He's destroyed the California economy. But they're going to put these two people together. It's going to either be Michelle Obama and Gavin Newsom or Michelle Obama and Kamala Harris. And the only way that can even happen is if Michelle Obama is running for president. So I believe that's the case. I believe Michelle Obama is popular, but she hasn't done any campaigning at all. So to me, this is going to be a ballot watch, ballot stuff year. This is going to be chaos. And no matter what, at the end of all this, we already know Donald Trump is going to win. But at the end of all this, there's going to be violence. So in addition to that, I'm expecting a lot of violence from the Democratic Party. New information is coming out on the would-be assassin. They're saying that the dude named in the newspaper wasn't even the assassin. They're saying now that it was a member of Antifa. Okay? So this is going to get weirder and weirder and weirder. The Democrats, who are all about emotion, they don't like, this is going to be crazy. And at the end of the day, by the time we get to the election, somebody is definitely going to die. And it's going to be hard to tell who it's going to be. But there's going to be a death. We can already see with the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. There's going to be a death somehow. And one of these key players, whether it's Kamala Harris, whether it's Joe Biden, one of these people on the Democratic side, somebody's going to die. And it's going to be a lot of confusion. You can already see it building up. So to me, the Democrats are going towards chaos, a state of emergency, just panic. We don't know, but it's going to be crazy. That's all I'm going to say, is that no matter what happens, it's going to be crazy. Better grab onto your seat. This is going to be a true Six Flags roller coaster ride.